Welcome to part 2 of Naruto Kingdom Hearts Part 2, where we last left off. Sora and Naruto and Dong Goofy came back to Twilight Town, only to be reunited with their Kairi and Sakura. During that time, they met an organization member looking for Axel. The question is, what does he want with Axel? Why are they after each other? Hi, my name is Naruto Fan in Kentucky.
I'm Venus Diaz.
And welcome back to part 2 of Kingdom Hearts Sora Naruto and Kingdom Hearts 2. Where we after last time we did this, they Sora and Naruto met Kairi and Sakura at Twilight Town after Axel attempted to kidnap them. So now they're on their way to Hollow Bastion. And when they got there, they see the Heartless are attacking the town. And
The first they meet Cloud.
yep. And Sakura asked, "Who is that?" And he said, "That's Cloud." And when they see Cloud, they ask him, "What's up?" "I'll get him. This time, we settle this. Me and the ones who embodies all the darkness in me." "Ha! I thought you looked kind of different, Cloud," Donald says. "If I do, it's his fault." "Whose?" Sora asked. "Sephiroth. Tell me if you see him." "Okay. What's he look like?" "Silver hair. Carries a long sword." And Naruto said, I think that applies to a lot of people we could mean in this world. Because it's a shot at Final Fantasy characters having silver hair and long swords.
Yeah.
And then Aerith came. Aerith and Tifa came. And they
I
asked,
don't think. Wait, we don't meet Tifa. We don't meet Tifa till Ansem's lab.
yeah, but she's already in part of the restoration community. She was in Cage 1 in this podcast, remember?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And he says, "Listen, even if I go away, I'll come back." "Do you mean it?" "Yeah." "See, you don't look so sure." "Okay, I understand. Go get things settled. No matter how far you are, once you find your light, you'll always find a way. Right? I suppose." "Then we'll cheer for you, Cloud," says Tifa. Then she kisses him on the cheek, making him blush. And Sora and Naruto smirked. And while Kairi and Sakura goes, "Aww." They ship it.
Yeah, I'm more of a Tifa Cloud guy.
Me too. And then Aerith says, I don't know where you are, but I'll find you," implying that it's Zack.
Yeah. Provided he's not dead.
In this podcast, he's not.
Okay.
Then later on, they went to Sid's house or Merlin's house, and they said they told him that they found Ansem's computer, and Donald said, "Oh boy, yeah, we should get some more information on the organization and the Heartless, and maybe somewhere in the realm of darkness, because we believe that's where Riku is," says Sora. "And the king. Go see for yourself," says Yuffie. "It can't hurt. After all." "What do you mean?" Sora asks. "Never mind. Just get to the answer. Just get to the castle." Then they walk. Should I include the gold wings, or are they kind of pointless? Would you say they're pointless?
They're part of the story. Might as well just include them.
Yeah, they meet the gold wings.
With Yunin and her pointing fingers.
Yeah.
Since he's originally supposed to be holding guns.
Yeah. And Sora says, "I don't know why, but I think he looks Tidus would look good with that one girl. You know,
Yeah.
even though in this one, Sora doesn't really like Tias that much.
Nobody likes Titus.
And Naruto says that was weird, even even for me. Then I saw Aerith at the castle, and she announced that the king is with them. The king is here. Yes, we get to see king. Hooray! And Kyrie asked, is Riku there with him? And she shook her. Aerith shook her head, and then they can ask the king about them, and the computer might be able to tell us. Good idea. The entrance is over there. Then they feel something, and they looked up, but we don't know who it is. But it's Stitch.
For some reason, I can see Sakura thinking Stitch is kind of adorable.
Yeah. Then they reach the Ansem's computer, and they see a picture of Ansem. Of course, it must be his study room.
Or that we know.
Yeah. Where's the king? Hello? Then they look all around, and then they hear a voice say, "So you made him, Leon, Edward." And Shikamaru, and they see Shikamaru and say, "Oh boy, hey Naruto." They also hear another person come out. It's a woman named Elisa Maza, who's a cop for the Restoration Committee. She works with Roy, Riza, and May Hughes. He said, "Oh, you must be Sora. You must be Sora, Naruto, and Kyrie, and Donald, and Goofy." And then he knows Kyrie and Sakura. And she said, "Who are these? This is Sakura, and this is Kyrie." And then he said, "Oh, these must be so cute. You and your future wives together." They said, "Wait, my future. Wait." They they get all embarrassed and flustered and said, "Oh, you should see a picture of my wife." And they all and the Restoration Committee is embarrassed while the heroes are confused. And then when they see a picture of Elisa, Kyrie and Sakura say, "Oh, she's so adorable. Oh, I just want a picture, jeez." Of course, in this and of course we don't see Barrett yet, but in this one, Elisa and Marlene are best friends.
Aw. Oh, I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, maybe after this is over, if we survive, you can come to my daughter's birthday party. And Kyrie and Sakura said, yeah, sure, we'll do that." Now, right now, we gotta investigate the computer. And I said, "Well, okay, we'll take care." And Shikamaru said, "Man, that guy's such a drag. Well, I better go join him." And Elisa said, "And I better go see what Thanatos is up to." She doesn't know about the gargoyles yet. In
Okay.
fact, the gargoyles won't appear until Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay?
Okay. Besides, they can't be out anyway, considering it's light out.
Yeah. Then I see the computer and say, "Where's Riku? Where's the organization?" He would say, since Kai's there, he knows she's safe.
I feel Naruto would kind of like, where's Konoha?
Yeah, where's Neji? Where's Ino? And then he slightly taps on the computer, and Leon said, "Easy. You want to break it?" "Oh, sorry. Guess I got a little carried away." Whoa, whoa! Goofy looked up, and it was, of course, Stitch. Falls, who loses his grip on the ceiling and falls down on the keyboard. Get off of there! He jumps on the keyboard to catch Stitch, and, and, Donald glares. Then he hears a sound. Attention, current users. This is a warning. Further misuse of this terminal will result in immediate defensive action. Who's that? I am the control program. I oversee the system. Where are you? And Donald, fearing for his life, Donald uses one leg and accidentally pushes another button. And Donald, I'm sorry. Decision gate now reached. You are now under arrest. Arrest? For what? Sakura asked. Donald, Goofy picks up Donald, and then Leon noticed the power. Leon Shikamaru noticed the power system. Run! The three look at Leon, then the power system. All of them. I mean, the six. All of them look at the power system. They all try to get away, but it was too late. They were beamed.
They were turned into cubes.
Yep.
Which I'm surprised they were able to do that effect in that game.
Yeah. Then they see themselves in a very strange room. Sora and Naruto say, Naruto, what happened to us? We're blue. And then said, yeah, that is not my color. And then they hear Donald say, Sarah! Then they see themselves cover up. They're being being held by Heartless, and with Sakura and Kairi with the go on, show him his boss. Then
and Sark shows up.
Yep, a heartless
Commander Sark.
A heartless commander.
I love the way he just smiled at saying that.
Yeah, and Naruto can say, "What are you gonna do?" Observe. Then he pressed a button and
I thought he just wove his hand.
What?
I thought he just wove his hand.
Oh, I thought he pushed the button.
No, I think he wove his hand since he was already part of the datascape.
Okay, and he was shocking Donald and Goofy. Okay, you're the boss. I get it. Just don't hurt them. Then he looks away and smirks, and he puts them in the cell. Man, what kind of world is this anyway? Sora asked. You're inside a mainframe computer system, a voice said. Oh, what system? A computer system for processing data. This system is a copy of the one created by a corporation called Encom. The original program was destroyed, but this copy was acquired by another user. The new user updated and customized the program, renaming the system Hello Bastion OS. He used the system for town maintenance and to advance his private research. I'm a security program. My name is Tron, but I'm an arrest. Same as you. Guys, did you get any of that?
I think everybody would be confused. Like, what? Did any of you follow that? Like, nope.
Maybe we should just introduce ourselves. I'm Sora. And I'm Donald. I'm Naruto. I mean, nice to meet you, Tron. I'm Goofy. I'm Naruto. My name is Sakura, and this is Kairi. I can see Sakura introducing Kairi.
Yeah. That configuration, you must be users.
Users? You better get out of here quickly. Who knows what the MCP might do to you? MCP? The Master Control Program. Sora crossed his arms after hearing that. It controls the whole system. If you idle here, you will be derezzed. Derezzed! I'm surprised they know what that means, derezzed.
I don't know if they actually do know what that means.
Maybe they don't know, but they know it's bad. So, how do we get out of here? Tron thought about it and said, this terminal could have got you to back to the user world. Sora and Naruto looked looked happy, and but then it got shut down when Tron said, but the MCP cut the power 50 microcycles ago, and they all fell down in anime style.
Yeah.
If we could bring the energy core canyon online, we could power it back up. The problem is we're stuck here. We're not going anywhere until we unlock the energy field. Sora, Sora put his hand on his chin and then, oh yeah! He grabs the keyblade and uses it to unlock the energy field. Master control. Meanwhile, at the MCP um panel, he says, Master control. Why not just de-res Tron? I still haven't located a password to the data space. What about a logic probe? With all your processing power? Out of the question. The current environment hampers up the processing power needed for such an analysis. They hear an alarm and say, You're dismissed, Sark. Stop any remaining anomalies in the system or else. End of line. Acknowledged. Then Tron was fascinated by the keyblade, and he says, It seems you have unique functions. And that confused Sora. I think I'll go with you to canon. You may need someone who can interface the energy core, right? Well, if you say so. Thanks, Tron. They leave the pit cell and take a transport to the canyon. In a side room, Tron accesses a large machine. This is the energy core, he says. Sora uses the keyblade to install the missing part and restore the energy to the console. And he asks, Mission accomplished? Yes. Then will you do something for me? You got it. Don't you want to hear it first? You have fast now, it's our turn. You guys really are users. Your actions are totally illogical. They all looked at each other in confusion.
Hmm.
And I can see Sakura says, yeah, I could, maybe Naruto and Sora are illogical, but me and Kairi are quite sane. They both glare and said, hey! And Donna the Goofy are not the brightest. And they all glared at her, and she gives them a teasing grin. Because that's Sakura.
Yeah.
Let's be back at the pit cell. Where's that again? Sora asks. And Kairi says, Sora, you dummy. That's where we met. Sora said, oh, right. And 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 Sakura in her thoughts saying, Kairi, you're lucky you have him, because without you, he would be lost. Because she's right. Then I meet the pit cell, and Tron asks him to find him and find asks him to find his user. He'll give you the password to DTD, and he explains that the DTD is the name his user gave him to the data space. Copies of all original system data are stored, along with anything that's sensitive or restricted. Is there stuff about the Heartless or Organization 13? Most likely. Then he explains the MCP deleting the we're deleting the data. That's why he needs the password. If he could get inside the DTD, he can get his original backup program and restore all function. Then he'll be able to put the system back up the way it was before the MCP got control. The way it was supposed to be. A free system for the users. Gee, Tron, ain't the MCP one of the programs too? Do you know who made it? Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we'll just have to find your user and ask him, Naruto said. So what's his name? You mean you don't know? My user of this system. Ansem the Wise. I Ansem! All of them are shocked.
Hmm.
And they were wondering how could just such an evil man create a good guy like Tron. But they'll find out in a few minutes. Or a few hours, depending on. Yeah. Looks like the MCP's onto us. I'll keep this terminal up and running. You better exit the system now. Sure, Patron. Ansem is. We'll get you the password. They all looked at Donald. Okay, you're good to go. Hurry. And they watches them teleport back to, to Hollow Bastion. Once they explain to Leon, Shikamaru, and what where they've been, and they said they need the password to find Ansem's research. We already defeated Ansem's, Naruto said. Yeah, maybe we'll never find the password. So we're all in wild goose chase, huh? Maybe, and Sakura says, maybe not. Maybe Ansem has something in his notes. He's got to have something in there. They all, and Kairi said, good idea. We'll search every room. We'll search everywhere in the room to find the password. Then you know who was the one that pulled the picture out?
Yeah.
It was Tifa in the original, but this one it's that Naruto is the one that picks the picture off the wall.
I guess that'd be Sakura to do that.
Actually, yeah, Sakura. Or how about Kairi?
No, I don't think Kairi's that strong enough to do that physically.
Yeah,
at least.
you're right. Sakura is the one to do it. And then says, guys, here, come here, check this out. What's they see a big doodle? And Sora asks, what's it? What is this? Hello? Main? Security? Tron? Door to... Looks like a diagram or something. Door to darkness. Then Sora said, oh! D? T? D? D, T, D. What's up? Look at this. Leon.
Brilliant.
Must be the data space. The DTD, see? The door to darkness. And Sora figure out, says Sakura. Yeah, and Kairi, this time Kairi is the one to tease him and said, yeah, he's not always such a bonehead. Like, maybe that's why you need to study more, Sora. I'm making Kairi all sassy. What do you know? But that still leaves the password. See, fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness? They all look to see Mickey staying out by the door with his hood up. A lot of people make fun of that, but I think that's kind of cool, seeing Mickey. If it was other versions of Mickey, yeah, I would find that awkward. But Kingdom Hearts Mickey is the darkest Mickey, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Your Majesty! They all cried. And they all yelled with relief. And then Mickey shushes them and looks in the hallway and quickly closes the door. And he takes off his hood. And Donald rushes up to hug him. Goofy picks them up. And Naruto and Sora smile. Says, long time no see. Shh. The organization might be lit. Then they all whispered and mentioned the door to darkness. Yes, sir.
You think Sakura met Mickey, she'd actually bow to him?
Yeah.
She's respectful like that.
And she doesn't question why he's a mouse. Because,
to be fair, her sensei can summon dogs, and she's seen a talking turtle.
Yes. So weird things doesn't bother her anymore.
But she's already traveling with Donald and Goofy, so
yeah, she doesn't see as a mouse as a king mouse. Not the weirdest thing. You mentioned the door to darkness. Yes, sir. You see, we're looking for the secret password. Password? Oh, I guess you mean like a code.
No,
Well,
dumbass. We mean something else.
yeah. Well, the door to darkness can only be opened by the seven princesses. There's Snow White, Jasmine, and Belle, of course.
And I can see Kyrie saying, me.
Yeah. And Sakura says, "Bow to you, princess." Actually, that would be out of character for her to say that.
What would she say?
"Bow to you, princess." What are you trying to do? With that password, we could get access to Ansem's research data. So that means you'll be able to find out where he is. Sora gives out a little laugh. Oh, stop joking around, Your Majesty. You already defeated Ansem. You know that. Looks like I've got a lot of explaining to do. That's Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell.
Yeah. Like, see, Naruto's like, oh, my brain's gonna hurt after this.
Yeah. Okay, but first, I gotta. Hey, isn't Tron waiting for you guys? They look at the king, then Leon back again. But the king reassures them, "Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. If those heartless attack, I'll stand and fight with everybody here." "Yeah, yeah, we will too," says Naruto. "Then let's talk more later." "That's a promise. I'll see you when you get back." Then he gives him.
Yep.
They give. Then he gives Sora and Naruto, master form.
I was just gonna ask if we skipped that or not.
Yeah.
Should Sakura and Kyrie get the forms too?
Do you think they should?
I kind of feel maybe, yeah.
But then it. But what about the Valor and Wisdom form? Should they get that? Would
See,
Sora and
maybe.
Naruto then?
How to make
I
that
don't.
work?
I don't think it works. It's just Sora and Naruto, okay?
Okay.
But they'll have their own powers soon enough.
All right.
We're heading out to see Tron now, so wait here for us, okay? "I will, Sora. And remember, be careful." They all nod, and Sora returns to the computer. And then they went inside the computer, and then Goofy walks over to the terminal. Says, "Force, I wonder where Tron is." "Don't touch that!" "Oh, Goofy! Goofy!" Sorry. They all disappeared in a flash of light. "Oh, you do it." Then they they arrive at the game at a large arena or area of flat of and high walls. "I didn't touch nothing." "Welcome to the game grid." "Game grid?" "That's right. You've been chosen to play a few games. Lose and you'll be subject to immediate de-resolution. Win? Well, no one wins." "We're not gonna play your games." "You have no choice." "Well, then get on with it," Sora said. And they all did the thing.
With light cycle.
Yep, they all did light cycle. And they. I'm not gonna explain. I'm not gonna tell all, but they went through it, and after they escaped, they see Tron lying on the floor. "Tron!" They stand him up, or he stands up slowly, and he asks, "I don't understand. Why are you here? We came to give you the password. Why didn't you just transmit the data?" "Transmit?"
Transmit?
She almost falls, but Sora catches him. "Are you okay?" "I'll be all right. Once we access the DTD." They all make it to the canyon and data space, and Tron asks, "What's the password?" "Wow, Bow, Starlight, Allura, Alice, Jasmine, Cinderella," and they all look at
And
Kyrie.
then Kyrie says her name.
"Yeah, Kyrie, got it."
But plot twist.
Yeah. Then they hear the DTD. Then after all that, it's the security routine. A bunch of Heartless appeared, and they defeat him.
They still
And
gotta.
then,
They have to freeze the terminal, right?
yeah, and after that, he places Tron places his hand on the scanner, and energy flows into him. I'm as good as new. All my function has been restored. I'll buy. Then a beam of energy shoots down at the group, who ducks away from it. Finally, I have access to the DTD. My takeover of the system is now complete. I might have anticipated such a simple password. What's
Simple,
this?
huh?
Yeah. What's this? An emergency destruct program for the town. Let's see how it performs. No! Sora hears that and get. John places his hand on the scanner and restores the power. And he types a few keys. Program, you changed your password. There. Now that should buy us some time. Tron, tell us what's going on. The MCP's loading a hostile program to the IO tower. What do we do? We got to protect the user town. Let's head to the tower. They return to the canyon and ride the transport to the IO tower. And then they went to the communications room. There must be total chaos outside. Looks like there's going to be trouble inside, too. They look to see another computer terminal. They run back out in the hostile program. I'm disappointed in you, program. Why do you insist on aligning with these selfish users? Because I want to help them. Something written in command code command me to do what is right. Really. And what command would that be? I really can't say for sure. Friends? Friends. They help each other. That's all Sora said. And Naruto said, right. Friends
Or
stick
I'm on data. I don't understand friends.
together.
Because I remember that being a joke Team 4-Star made when they were streaming this.
Yeah. They fight with the program and who barricaded the walls. After beating him, it, it collapsed and explodes into a burst of light. They return to the communications room and Tron configures the computer terminal. I really owe you all. My function's up and running. I think I got a chance of getting the system away from MCP. Now I better get to work. It's my user would want. What Ansem would want. Listen, we didn't get the passport from Ansem. We just sort of found it. It's back in the user world by accident. And one more thing that Naruto said. Ansem, he was our enemy. I mean, he still is. I guess. I don't know. Well, actually, he's my enemy too. What do you mean? Ansem took the Incub's original system, customized it for his own use. I was part of the original system, and Ansem modified me too. So that makes him my user. But Ansem was also the one who brought back the MCP. The Ansem I first knew wouldn't do that. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Sora said, that's okay, but no, I really don't get it. I don't
You think
understand it.
you think it was Xehanort that brought the MCP back and not the real Anthem?
Yeah, because we all know how evil Xehanort is. But I think users like you are going to be the ones who finally figured out what you have the ability to take illogical routes and still arrive with the answers you seek. Now go before the MCP starts acting out again. Then he says this data you need for the DTD can be accessed directly from my user's terminal. I'll keep it a dedicated access channel open for you. I changed the password, so you won't have to worry about the MCP for a while. Access channel? Sora asked. I knew you asked. He, he turned on the terminal. It's a very important link between our worlds. That's how we stay connected. You, my friends, are the new password. Thanks. They all smile and waved goodbye and said, thanks, Tron. Take care. You too. Give my best to the users. And they transport back to Answer's computer room. Well, there's that. Then Edward and Leon points out to the monitor. Says, look, they all see their moving sprites. Tron, hang in there. I can see
And you see
Naruto saying,
Naruto saying, "Oh, Sakura, look at your sprite."
"Yeah, you look so," and Sakura says, "Not as cute as you." and and Ed and Edward said, They remind me of me and Winry." oh, but that reminds me, guys. I gotta tell you something about Winry. We're engaged, and when Sakura and Kairi heard that, they squealed because you know they're women and they love hearing about marriages. Then they said, "So what are we gonna do now? Let's access the DTD." Then they all look for the king. He's checking the situation in town. He'll be back soon, so don't worry. Hey, look! It's asking for a password. That's easy. It's Sora, Donald, Goofy, Naruto, Sakura, Kairi. That's to the point. Well, that did it. We're in. And Ed says, "We better go check in the town. We need to see what that last shakeup did." "You're not gonna check out the data? It wasn't exactly easy to get." "I'm coming back right back." "Hey, Sora, why don't you get started in unloading the data and copying down? It's just a few keystrokes. Easy, right?" And Sora said, "But I can't computer."
I can see Sakura going, "Fine, I'll do it."
Yeah, because she's the smart one. She's the smartest one in the group.
Yeah, if you don't
It's actually,
count Goofy.
yeah. Did it work? Uh, hey,
It's like, don't
then
rush me, Donald. This isn't easy.
yeah, and then oh, it's doing something. Source said, and that made Sakura sign at his stupidity. And she said, "Like I said, Kyrie, he is hopeless without you." uh, the nigga wants to know what we want to know. Sora says, "Well, Riku." He types on Riku's name and says, "No, no way. Even Ansem's computer doesn't know." As it said, data error."
Or the data is corrupt.
Yep. Goofy, Goofy asks, "I thought the computer could tell us about them nobodies." He types in it. Then they see a nobody symbol. What? The, the data is corrupt. The data is corrupt. "Stupid computer," says Sora. Then he continues to slam the keys with his. And Sakura says, "Sora, stop!" Then Kairi uses her fist and pounds Sora and said, "Ow, why'd you do that, Kairi?" And Kairi said, "Sorry, force I have." And you know what Sakura says? "I'm proud of you."
Naruto be like, Sakura, have you been teaching Kairi things?
And
Me? No.
yeah. Well, I guess he got things going. Oh, then they see a picture of an elderly blonde man wearing a red scarf. "Well, I think he got things going." They heard a voice. "Oh, Your Majesty." He shifts them again. "Good going. The computer should tell us the things we need to know." "But the data inside says it's all scuffled." "Corrupted, Goofy," corrected Sakura. "Oh, we got a picture of some guy we don't even know." He looks and jumps. "It's Ansem the Wise." They all looked at each other in confusion. "Come on, are you teasing us again?" "Did you forget what Ansem looked like, Your Majesty?" "Oh, no, this is him. I'm positive." He, in the original game, he said, "Of course I do." After he said, "Did you forget what Ansem looked like?" He should have said, "No, I no, I don't. This is him. I'm positive."
And then Sora grabs Mickey. Can you come with me?
Yeah, and I could see Sakura apologizing, or Kairi, sorry, he's always like this.
Yeah, it's
Look,
not. Mickey doesn't mind.
yeah, look, this is Ansem. You know, the guy we all work really hard to defeat. Oh, that's right. I never finished explaining. What? Well, the man in the picture is definitely the one that tried to take over Kingdom Hearts when you fellas defeated. But what you actually thought was heartless. You see, he wasn't really handsome. He just went around telling everybody that he was. And
I can
everyone
see them
was.
being. I can see the looks on their face being, "What the fuck?" Or like one of those Linkara, like, "What?"
You mean we have the Naruto? So you mean and we and then you mean we went all trouble to defeat an imposter? Yep, a fake, but he still had to be stopped. I can't believe it. Oh, I'm kind of confused. If he's a fake, then what happened to the real Ansem? Well, that's just what I'm trying to figure out. Ansem and Y should know all about Organization 13's plan and what's been happening to the world. I'm pretty sure he could give us some help. You know, I came too close to finding him once. Don't tell me there's more. I'm lost enough as it is. Then Soccer
Join
point
the
out.
club,
Oh,
Sora.
but yeah. Then Sakura says, "Well, if this man isn't really Ansem, and he became a Heartless, does that mean nobody got created when that happened too?" Yep, and that nobody is the leader of the organization. What? I know I met this fake Ansem before, and I've seen the leader of Organization 13 too. Hmm. Well, it's strange to be around the same fellow. So, where did you meet this guy? Gosh, I can't remember.
And remember, this is just more simple than what we later find out with Xehanort.
Yeah. Ansem the Wise, the real Ansem, must know the imposter's true identity. That's why I gotta find him and ask him about him. And he starts glares at the painting. You started all of this. Because if you, our world is destroyed. I don't know where my friend, Naruto doesn't know where his friends, and Riku. Oh, Your Majesty, do you know where Riku is? I'm sorry, I can't help.
I can see Sakura saying, like, he's hiding something.
Yeah. Really, Your Majesty? Are you sure? I'm sorry, Sora. And Sakura says, Your Majesty, please tell us the truth.
Sorry, Sakura, but I really can't.
Then she drops it for now. Then Mickey thought of something. Helping others always come asking for help. I remember that after I was planning to go get help from Ansem. We're safe and sound and free to choose. So there's no reason we should go choose to help our friends. Let's go look for Riku together. Then they hear an explosion. Sounds like we gotta start helping out here. Then they see a bunch of Heartless. Then on their way, after Mickey leaves, they rush away to see Maleficent and Pete and says, "Hear me, my Heartless. Attack the white husks. Sweep them away." "What are you, nuts? We're never gonna win," says Pete. "I don't know about you, but I'm out of here, sister." He runs away and Maleficent said, "You pathetic coward." They trip. Then she sees Sora and the others. "Heartless, lead the white ones. Turn your direction to Sora and Naruto and their friends." Oh. And meanwhile, when Kyrie saw Maleficent's alive. She was just shocked to see it. She has a hatred towards Maleficent. You don't and who wouldn't? After all,
Yeah,
they beat the group of enemies, and Riku and Pain fly. Whereas Maleficent looks like she ran away. Well, that was pretty lame of her, says Riku. I guess we picked the wrong side. Pain groaned. Then they started babbling, and Sora says, "Hey, if you're looking to pick sides, why don't you pick Leon's? They can always use help." They Does this Leon have any treasure? Yeah, lots of stuff. Perfect. Sakura looks at them, confusing. Who are you? Oh, what other word mentioning? Yuna said. Just 3 treasure fanatics. Later, taters, as they disappeared, and Naruto thought of something. Does Leon have any treasure? Donald! He snickers and runs away. Then, on their way out, dusks appear. We don't have time for you. And they struck them down. And then a large beam of light slams through the ground on their way. And a man with long gray hair and 3 large silver wings stand up at the side of the light. He turns around.
wait, silver wings?
Um, Large wings.
Pretty
Sorry,
sure his wings are black.
silver hair. Sorry. He turns around. Sarah, it's Sephiroth. Are you Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark cloud of Cloud's heart? The goofy ass. Cloud tell you that he must understand now. Just what are you gonna do to him? Nothing. Cloud is the one who hungers for darkness. He said he's got a score to settle with you.
Does
I
he
s-
now?
Yep. Then I should give him what he wants. That last bit of light was always the hardest to snuff out. He flies up in the air and disappeared. And Sakura said, "Something tells me he's gonna be tough to beat."
You have no idea, Sakura.
And Sakura later sees Yuffie and Aerith fighting. This time, Aerith has a stick rather than she doesn't heal because she fights.
Maybe Sid should help with his spear.
Yeah, and Elisa uses her gun.
Maybe she's with Stitch.
Yeah, and so wow, you fight pretty good. They,
Sid says talks in his own language.
yeah, and
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
And then Donald said, "I don't know what he said, but I think he said something about their mom." And when nobody says in their own language, "Leave my mother out of this." After beating the Heartless and the Nobodies, the Kings and they hear the Leon said, "The Kings and the Bailey, you better head over there." Got it. They leave the restoration site and enter the Bailey. They look ahead and see their friends fighting, having a tough time. They see Edward and Roy fighting together, and said he uses alchemy to try to kill the Heartless, and then said, "Nice." And Roy and Riza, after Roy was being surrounded by Heartless, but Riza saves them. He says, "How many times do I gotta save your ass?" Riza asked. They get on a banter and says, "Oh," and Edward says, "Oh, just marry each other already." And he says, "Oh, you're one to talk, you with Mr. Winry Rock Bell."
Wait,
I'm not.
I can see Roy being snapping his fingers with the fire while this is happening.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, all the Full Metal Alchemist canon it happened in Halabash the year while Sora was sleeping.
Hmm.
Of course, they haven't. Ed hasn't got his bodies back. Bodies back yet. Ed and now.
Hmm.
Then Ed's arm falls off, and the Winry's gonna kill me again. Hmm. Then Leon and Cloud has their scene together. You think you can handle this, Minnie? Well, might be tough. More shows up. That'll be the one I'd take care of. But they're fighting too. Hmm.
Honestly, that's probably my favorite scene of the whole game. Just seeing those two talk and fight together.
Yeah. Then it gets separated. And then Cloud sees Sephiroth. Sephiroth! He clutches his Buster Sword and points at him. And Sephiroth points his sword at Cloud and says, I understand that you have been looking for you. Yeah, once I get rid of you, the darkness will go away. Can you do it? That darkness comes from your own dark memories. Do you think you can erase your past? Shut up! Face it. You turn your back on your present and light in the past. Because the light in the present is too much. You don't know me! Cloud! Cloud tries to look, but he wins this at a flash of light. I know. Because I am you. I don't know what that means. Do you?
No,
Is he like a clown in the Kingdom Hearts universe?
I don't know. Unless you mean it's that Cloud still has Sephiroth's cells in him.
Yeah,
Because they never really said if this is still was still part of Soldier.
yeah. Then Cloud chases after Sephiroth with Tifa saying, "Wait!" Then she gets surrounded by Heartless and kicks their asses
Hmm.
because she's a badass.
Yes, she is.
Leon, everybody, hang in there. Sora said. But Mickey drops in the sky and says, "Okay, fellas, you gotta go look for Riku." But Leon and the others are friends too, and Leon, Ed, and the others are friends too. Don't worry, there's always lots of help here. We'll take care of it here. But I promise, Leon. They all they all they all agree that Donald, Goofy, take Sora and get going. Donald and Goofy agree with them. Then they all looked at each other, and Sakura knows she's and smirked. Your Majesty, we understand. We'll go search for Riku. Right, watch for danger. You be careful too. Wait, you guys, Sora and Naruto begged. Yeah, we can't turn our back on our friends. They're waiting for us. Sir, Naruto, do what you're told. You're going with us whatever you want to or not. Come on, Sora. You gotta be good. Then he winks at both of them, and Naruto says, "Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, then skedaddle." Thank you. Then he bounces not Sora's mouth. Thank you. Let's go. Then they run past Mickey. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Hope you can forgive us.
Hmm.
They leave
No,
and
I will
Mickey.
not forgive you.
All that. After that is that flashback scene with Xehanort.
Yeah, where he sees Aqua's armor.
Yeah, and Zigbar's scene with Zixon.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that scene, adding the Kahuna as connection to the story. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say probably been year or so, a few years before Birth by no, it wasn't. So he said,
I
"I
think
bet
it's
it."
after Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, I was at the Hidden Leaf Village, and I heard about, and I don't know what happened to this fox demon. I heard rumors that it's inside of a little boy, but I can't confirm it. He's interested in the fox demon, and Zexion said that that creature was just sealed away by the fourth Hokage. Remember? He said, "Oh, don't I know that? But it's inside of a little boy." He said. Zexion scoffs like that. He doesn't, and that little boy is hated by his villagers. And even though we're not nice people. Even I wouldn't do that.
Wow, they actually have morals.
Yeah. Actually, Zexion was the one that said, "Well, even I wouldn't," because Zexion has a little bit of a conscience, while Zigbar is evil.
Yeah.
And that's a, and then he said, "What about?" And and this other day, I met this, and I was somewhere at the moon, and I met this. I forget his name, but he says he's interested in this princess, and I said, "Wow, buddy, you got issues."
He was too weird even for me.
And even for
Just like
Xehanort.
One Face.
Yeah. Sorry, that's not gonna be the last time I'm making fun of the last, because I'm gonna do that in every podcast, no matter what.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then they back in the current time, Sora, Naruto, Sakura, Donald, Goofy, and Kairi race up to catch the others, but they are stopped by corridors of darkness, and out comes Demianx, who who jumps and then he says, "Hey, you guys are looking lively." Scram! Did we catch you messing around the underworld? How a wimp like you get Organization 13? Then he gets all jumpy, and Sakura says, "Wow, is this one of the organization members? He looks like a total wimp." And Kairi says, "Yeah, even my weaker self can beat him up."
Hmm.
Huh. You should jump. And Sakura says, no kidding. Even Hinata could, no, not Hinata.
Ino could beat him.
Yeah, even Ino could be, you should judge anyone by appearance. They all get their weapons. Oh, I told them they were sending the wrong guy. Who is this kook? Remember, remember, the organization is made up of nobodies. Right. No hearts. Oh, we too do have hearts. Don't be mad. You can't trick us.
Who's tricking? That's actually real.
Yeah, and then Donald says, the Nimic says, "Silence, traitor," to Sora, who looks at him in confusion. Then a dome of water appeared about him. We hear the we hear the famous 13 Dilemma song, which is my favorite boss music of the game.
Yeah, you get a cool theme for an awful boss.
Yeah, and probably as I consider him the Jar Jar Binks of Kingdom Hearts.
I would not go that far.
Okay, Kylo Ren.
No, not. He's not flipping his loyalties every second.
I'm just in terms of hating, in terms of annoying characters.
How about would Spot work?
Okay.
Because to be fair, in that second fight when he got serious, he did get pretty threatening.
Yeah. Then they beat him. Then they said, "Dance, mother, dance!" And Naruto said, "Oh, that sounds so annoying." 'Cause- And then Sakura and Kairi did their own limit. You know what their limit should be?
Hmm.
Sakura lends Sakura and uses her She doesn't have chakra. She has a has a spell that's similar to her chakra enchant strength, and she gives it to Kyrie, and
Okay.
they grab Demianx and beat him up.
Hmm.
And he threw him a wall, and then Sora and Sora and Naruto use their ribbon. It's similar to Aladdin's, but since Naruto can use clones, he uses clones and he used Sora's finger and said Shadow Clone Jutsu and then cloned him and Sora, which I
Hmm.
think that sounds pretty clever.
Even though I thought he couldn't use his chakra.
Yeah, but it's part of a magic spell you
Oh,
created.
okay.
And then it's gonna be similar to his first scene with Mizuki. If you're not coming, then we're gonna get ya. And then after that, Demianx is defeated. No way! Oh! And a lot of fangirls, Demianx fangirls, cried. It's just,
He has fangirls.
he does, and I still don't understand it. He's a pussy.
His role as young Kovu was more dignified.
Yeah. Anyone from the organization would like to be next? Hey, Sarah, don't antagonize them. Yeah, we gotta help our friends out first. Oh, sorry, Sora said. Then let's go. They all nodded at each other. Then they hear, aha, there you are. They look at an angry Mickey. They all look down at Shang. Then Mickey sighed and
You're
said,
getting court-martialed for this.
but Mickey says, you sure want the friends to help? Then they straighten up and smile. So I guess we all better pull together and finish this battle for good. Yes, Your Majesty. And then we had that infamous scene of a beam of hitting a rock, setting debris. Goofy notices large rock heading straight for the king. Look out! He pushes Mickey out of the way and is knocked in the head by the rock.
I'm more
No.
surprised they didn't kill him, honestly.
Well, there's a lot of Goofy cartoons where he gets hit in the head all the time. No. Sakura, can you heal him? And she said, no, I don't have any I ran out of magic. It's gonna take time to heal. No. No. No! Sora says, it can't be happening. And Naruto said, oh, I can't. Starts crying and said, I can't lose my friends again. He started crying like he did in the original and shipping him with Gara. When and Sakura too cried. Sora hugged Kairi and said, and then Mickey clenches his fist and said, they'll pay for this. And he takes out his coat.
Your lemonade.
And he takes off his coat and a badass. And he wields his keyblade and Donald's like, ah! And Sora looks down back at Goofy and says, we'll avenge him. Then they help they find Yuffie and reason. Surprisingly, Yuffie says, Sora, Yuffie and Shikamaru teaming up together. Did you miss? Shikamaru uses well, he doesn't have Shadow. He doesn't have his chakra. But he does help out. So we'll hold on the fort. So, thanks. Then and Sora and Naruto. Then Kairi and Sakura teams up with Riza and Tifa. and it's then they all get in a fat fight and say, "Thanks, guys." And Riza says, "You're not alone."
I can see Sakura asking Tifa when this is over, could you train me?
Yeah. and Riza acts friendly towards Kyrie. And Eliza and Leon teams up together.
What about Eliza and Sid?
Okay. And again Kyrie and Leon and Kyrie forms a strong friendship with Aerith. Can you see that? Kyrie and Aerith being friends because they're both kind and gentle. Then Sakura feels something and Kyrie said, "Allow me." Felt pain and Kyrie said, "Allow me." Then she used her magic. She got her magic back and used heal Sakura's. I wish we had our magic for Goofy. So he would want us to fight. But then what they don't know is Goofy says, "Oh, achoo! Was someone talking about me?" Of course. Then they all after then Cloud joins and killing all the Heartlesses. Go
Should be Cloud and Roy.
Cloud and Roy. Yeah.
So that way Ed's with Leon at the end.
Yep. And then they all and Naruto says, "I take back what I said about you being short." and but Ed says, "I don't know if that's a compliment, but I'll take it." Would that be in character or out of character for Ed to say it?
I don't know.
Anyway, after that they made it to the Crystal Fissure. Said, "Are you all okay?" "I'm fine, but Goofy." "Oi, fellas!" They all couldn't believe what they hear. They turn around, Goofy, who is alive and waving. "Goofy! Oh, that really hurt." "Oh, Goofy!" "Oh, of course, Your Majesty. I get bumped on the head all the time." Sora laughed nervously, and Donald was all pissed. He walks over to Goofy and slams his staff into Goofy's shin. "Oh, that would hurt too. Don't you ever do that again." Then Naruto and Sora looked at each other and said, "Naruto, I don't know if this will be our final battle. Uh, this is it. So the final. This won't be our final battle in the war, but this will be the final battle here." Sora says, "For now." Naruto agrees. Then they then they reach the Great Mall, and then they see Heartless stand. "Hey, what's that?" "It's it's." Then they see man in organization coat. He takes off his hood, and it's the form of Zen. It's the fake Ansem," says Kyrie. "You mean that is nobody's?" Sakura said. "The leader of Organization 13, Sora glared. Then suddenly a memory came back to Mickey. "Wait a minute. Now I know." A flashback scene of Mickey and the fourth Hokage saying, "Wise Ansem, we're here to seek your advice," says the fourth Hokage. "I'm glad we have the opportunity to speak like this, my friend. My friends, I mean, I'm, I'm intrigued by both of your hypotheses. I'm fighting but I'm finding it difficult to stay off the urge to test it. Still, I'm concerned about the stability of the world. Yep, that's what worries me too. Me too. The doors that appeared, the place the heartless seek. I fear my research may have brought this upon us. Then I hear a door knock, and it was his apprentice, Master Xehanort. Regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed. I forbid it! Forget this talk of door in the heart of all worlds. That place must not be defiled. But, Master Ansem, I've been thinking. Xehanort, those thoughts are best forgotten. Instead of being Fort Hokage, how about it be Jiraiya? Since
That's with Mickey.
yeah, or should
I don't know how. When does this take place?
well, the flashback takes place after Birth by Sleep, right?
Yeah, but how long? It
Yeah,
seems like Xehanort's been under Anselm's apprenticeship for like maybe a couple years at most.
yeah, but wouldn't Kushina and Minato be dead by then?
I guess.
Maybe I could, or how about this? Birth, how about this? Um, and Ansem taking. How about this? Xehanort taking over Terra body happens 3 years, 4 years before Mako goes missing. We'll we'll talk about that when we get to Birth by Sleep, okay?
Okay. I feel like trying to figure this out is going to give me more of a headache than I already have right now.
Yeah, me too. But for now, we'll stick with the Kingdom Hearts 2, where Mickey says, "Now I remember, Xehanort, Ansem's apprentice, the leader of Organization 13, is Xehanort's nobody." Then he brings out his keyblade. Let's go. Sora says, "Move it. We can't let Xehanort get away." Right. They all go the separate ways. Don and Goofy went together. Sakura and Kairi went on their left, while and Sora and Naruto went on the right.
Fighting the 1,000 Heartless.
Yep. I can see Naruto making quips since he's voiced by Josh Keaton's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh boy, I don't go that." He felt sorry. I don't want to be heartless, food, or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not that clever with Spider-Man quips. The quips he said in Yuri says in Spider-Man 2 is kind of make me laugh.
Yeah, Josh was pretty good in the joke department in Edge of Time.
Yeah. After the Thousand Heartless, they all reunited. They said, "Where's the king?" There he is. Then he catches up to Xehanort at Maleficent's dark castle. "Your Majesty!" He he looks behind and then looks at Xehanort. "How long has it been since I abandoned that name?" "Out with it, nobody. Where's Riku? What have you done with him?" "If you want to know anything about Riku, perhaps you should ask your king." Sora turns around. "Stop!" And the man starts to appear with Mickey jumping into the portal. He's gone. And Sora slams his fist to the ground and says, and while Naruto goes, "Ah! What is going on?" Way to fall right into their trap. They turn around to see Axel. They they confront him and says, Sora, that's the man who tried to kidnap me. He said, what? And that pissed off Sora. Come on, it's a setup by Organization 13. Zenith is using you to destroy the Heartless. That's his big master plan. Zenith? The guy you just saw. He's their leader. Got it memorized? Xemas. I can see Sakura said, we can spell. Organization 13 want us to get rid of the Heartless? Man, most of you are slow. Every Heartless slain, that Keyblade releases a captive heart. That is what the organization is after. So what are those guys gonna do with the hearts? I'm not telling. Tell us! Axel, they hear a voice, familiar voice. It was Psyx. He said, "Oh." Axel vanishes. Sora tries to chase after him, but Psyx holds his arms, will ensure he receives the maximum punishment. And Sora says, "I don't care about that. Just tell me what you did with Riku." Is he that? Would he do the same thing to Riku? How important he is to him, like we did to Kairi?
I guess.
Yeah, showed him how important he. Both of them showed them how
Him and
important he was.
Kyrie?
What?
Him and Kyrie?
Yeah, but you know Sora loves Kairi more than Riku.
Yeah, I do. I know that.
Yeah. So you really do care if you're a friend. In that case, the answer is no. You rotten! Are you angry? Do you hate me? Then take that rage and direct it at the Heartless. He snaps his fingers and summons the Heartless. Naruto's. They can summon Heartless too? Pitiful Heartless, mindlessly collecting hearts, and yet they know not the true power of what they hold. The rage of the Keyblade releases those hearts. They gather in darkness, masterless and free, until they weave together to make Kingdom Hearts. And when that time comes, we can truly, violently exist. It's that when Sakura said, "But if you use Kingdom Hearts, then you could destroy the worlds." What in the world are you planning on about? Kingdom Hearts. Maleficent came and says, Kingdom Hearts belongs to me. The heart of all kingdoms. The heart of all that lives. A dominion fit to be called Kingdom Hearts must be mine dominion. Maleficent, no. No more Heartless, Sora said. I don't take orders from you, Maleficent said. Then she tries to battle Syx, and his Heartless destroyed her Heartless. And then, or his Nobodies try to destroy his Heartless, her Heartless. Then the Nobodies chase them, but Maleficent protected them and said, "Well, I keep these creatures at bay. You devise a way to vanquish them forever." Maleficent, do not misunderstand me. I shall have my revenge on you yet. Maleficent, leave now. I don't take orders from you. And Kyrie says, Sora, come on. But what about? They see Maleficent is gone. Now,
She'll be fine.
yeah, where did we leave off? Then he snaps away of nobodies, and the Heartless take their place. What side are you guys on anyway? Naruto asked. The Heartless ally was whoever the strongest. And he flicks her hand towards Sora. A Heartless attack. Then he smirks as he sees the hearts in the air. Yes, Sora. Extract more hearts. Then he disappears. No, the heart. Maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for nothing. What am I supposed to do if I can't use the Keyblade? Imbeciles. You can't be trusted to do anything. A Maleficent voice said. Huh? Ah, heck. Uh, they, Leon, Ed looks up. They all scream. Leon, Cloud, and Roy look from afar. Says, Sora, Dodo, Goofy, Kite. And Naruto was the one that said, Naruto, Sakura! Relax, says Cloud. Those guys aren't going down that easily. And Roy says, yeah, he's right. And Cloud says, the Keyblade's chosen ones. They are lucky kids. Because I could see Roy being calm and said they'll be fine. Well,
Yeah,
Ed worries.
yeah.
Then they see a long beam shooting into the sky, and Leon says, "See you soon." Maybe, maybe, maybe everything we've done, maybe it was all for nothing. What are we supposed to do if we can't use the Keyblades? Imbeciles! You can't be trusted to do anything. Huh? They get it pulled away, and they find themselves surrounded by darkness. What's this place? It must be the realm of darkness. Riku! Riku! Then Naruto feels something behind, and it's a blonde-haired man. And Naruto says, "The fourth Hokage." And then Minato says, "I am." Hello, Naruto. It's been a while. What? How do you know my name? You too, Sora. Wait, you know Sora too? Says, "I've been watching you. I've been watching you from afar. We've been ever since the world got surrounded by darkness. I've been watching you two close. I'm glad you two are to get united again, son, nephew." Sora said, "What? Sora, you are my nephew, and Naruto is my son." What? And then Sakura said, "Naruto, your your father is the fourth Hokage?" Yes, and I sealed away
I can
the
see
fox.
Kyler saying like, "Well, you mentioned they do kind of look alike."
Yeah, and Naruto does the infamous punch. He said, "What did
Yeah,
you do?" He rants on. He said, "I'm happy, upset," and he explains why. And said, when I heard you were in trouble, I had to pull you away from a heartless Nova." Dad, were you a key bear? He said, "No, someone close to me was." And you know what I mean by someone close to him.
yeah, I know.
After okay, my time is over. A friend of mine, a friend of Sora, before I leave, a friend of you gave me this. He hands him the box, and he opens it and says, "It's a picture of the Twilight Town game." Goofy said, "Gorsh, it's the game from Twilight Town. There's Hainer, Pence, Olayet, and Roxas." "You know him?" "No." The name just popped in my head. This is Roxas. And Donald takes a piece of that ice cream. "Salty? No. Sweet." Then
I
beam of
can
light.
also see. I can also see before Mito goes is the soccer saying, "Take care of my son."
Yeah, and then he disappears. It's Naruto, and Naruto opens the pathway to the next world. Not yet. We gotta look for Riku. What we don't know is we see. I'm gonna add a new scene here. I'm gonna have Ansem says, "So, or Diz says, "So, the fourth Hokage has revealed himself to his son." Yes, the hooded the hooded figure known as Ansem. That's with him, Ansem, who's hooded.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him say, "Yes." He, his spirit approached me, and he wanted to be the one to reveal himself because he feels it was time. And what about his companion who was a Keyblade? You mean his wife? I have a feeling she'll reveal herself soon. I want to. I'm not. I'm going to save Kushina for after the final battle with Semnes.
Okay.
You'll see. You'll see why. Okay.
All
For
right.
now. For now, we're going back to. We're going back to
Land of Dragons.
Yep. They, they spot Riku, or they spot a man in a black coat. They chase. Wait, Mulan. They hear Mulan and Mulan. Hey, this is no time to talk. We gotta catch that guy.
I think maybe in that fight they have it be Sora and Sakura teaming up. It's like
Soren Sak.
yeah, instead of like different pairing team ups.
Yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm following him too. Then let's go. Then let's go, says Donald. Then they chase him to the summit. Looks like he got away, Mulan says. Welcome, you're after somebody from Organization 13, Goofy asks. What is that? The guy in black, Sora said. One of the bad guys. I knew it. There's a rumor about an Imperial city about a spy in black working in the mountains. I've been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him. Sora felt bad, and Goofy said, "Sorry, don't apologize, but I do wonder where he went." Then they see a bunch of Heartless, and Donald groaned, "Again?" And Sora says, "All right, first things first." Then he was about to charge, but then he feels something, and he turns around and it's a cloaked figure. Hey, you! Quit sticking around. Should be Sora Naruto or just Sora himself? Sora fighting him by himself.
Um, I don't know.
I think Sora by himself.
Against the guy in black with the air those heartless around him.
Yeah, which we don't know it yet, but it's Riku.
I don't
It's
know.
Riku.
Maybe if it maybe have Sakura with him in this fight.
Okay. The, yes, Sakura says you quit sticking around. Then Sora started to feel familiar, and it's all coming back to him. That guy. After the guy waved and then left. That guy. No. Why would he? Riku? And then Naruto's Kairi and the others rejoin them. Sakura, what happened? We we caught we were fighting this guy in black. Did you get him? No, he's gone. What? You lost him? And Sora looks at Kairi and said, anyway, what now? I think we better get rid of all the Heartless first. Down nods, and then he hears a rumble. Hey! The Mulan says, what was that? Come on, we better get off the mountain. Okay, says Sora. Takes Before leaving, Sora takes one more look at the summit. He sighs away. Then, since Mushu never appeared in this at all, so I'm gonna give him an appearance in the second video. No, I know something's wrong is going. about the bird, and I'm definitely not gonna make waffles tonight," says Mushu. You know, it's a nod to Eddie Murphy as Donkey. Not now, Mushu.
Did they see the Storm Rider yet? Come out
Yep,
of the summit?
yeah, and I could see Mushu said, "Oh no, that could be one of my cousins." His head
Honestly,
was,
I kind of like the look of the Storm Rider,
yeah, me too.
even if it is an easy boss.
Yeah, he's headed for the city. We got to warn Shang. In the city, Shang is knocked the floor by Riku, which I could see happening. Riku kicking Shang's ass.
Yeah, I could see that.
Even if Shang is a skilled fighter. Then Riku uses his real voice. Cause I could see him, because even though he can't, he can use his real voice, because he did it later on.
They did at the end of the game while he was still looking like Ansem.
Yeah, because he wanted to let Sora know he's okay. He's he said 3 wise guys are coming, or about 4 wise guys and 2 very smart girls are coming, and they will take care of things. Hmm, interesting. Who are you? He never leaves out his name, and then leaves. And the Emperor said, "Oh, he is so rude." Then I hear Yao, and the other says, "Look, it's decided to show." And Donald says, "Is that a problem?" Nah, Ling says, "We just thought you're not in black clothes. You saw him?" "Yeah, he's in the palace. We would fight, but you would kick our butts." You know he's voiced by the brother from Mrs. Doubtfire, the Yao.
Really?
Yeah. Then they get on the fight with the Heartless, and then they make it to the palace, and they try to open the door. Then Kyrie and Sakura are the ones to look up the pillar and says, "We may not be able to use our chakra, but we can still climb up there," says Sakura. "Over here, Naruto, Sora." They all look at the pillar and say, "Good idea." They all climbed up, and Goofy jumps first. Then Donald. I can see Donald climbing up and and putting his feet on Goofy. It's not so hard, Donald. Mulan climbs last. She was about to lose her balance, and Sora tries to help her, but she caught it before he could fall down. She got a hold. Then they finally reach the chamber. So they see a man in black coat. Wait. Sora walks away slowly and said, "Riku?" Donald and Goofy looked at Donald, Goofy, Naruto looked at each other in confusion. And Kairi said, "No, that's not Riku." Because Kairi has this feeling, Princess of Heart
Yeah.
feeling. And then he what? And he said, then he unhoods himself. I said, "Nope, never heard of him." Which I think that's a lie. Everyone in the organization heard of Riku.
Yeah. Then the snipers come out.
Yep. Zigbar runs behind in secret. Sora tries to catch up. And Kairi, "Sora, we got to take care of those nobodies before they hurt you." Right. And after they beat the nobodies, Goofy says, "Well, guess it wasn't Riku." "Sorry, Sora," the voice said. I can't stay here. It was Milan. I'm worried about Shang. Oh, right. They all enter the throne room to see the Emperor sitting in his throne, with Shang standing nearby. Your Excellency, Shang, something terrible has happened. We saw a huge monster fly out the mountains and toward the city. Ah, so it's the young man who said. Isn't that right, Captain? Yes, Your Excellency. You see, a young stranger visited us not that long ago. The captain fought the visitor, but was quickly defeated. To my dishonor. It seems that the young man was one of the black I've heard of what whispers about. Did he mention the name Riku? He did offer his name. He was rather rude. Rude? And Kyrie said, that it was Riku. Riku's in the organization? Donald asked. Of course. If he's with the organization, maybe not. Maybe he's in disguise to investigate what they're up to and finding a weakness. And Naruto says, "That's a good point." And he's trying to give us clues on how to get in the organization's stronghold. After all, Mickey was in disguise, but he's not in the organization. That's a good. And Sora says, "Yeah, that's a good point." But then they hear the rumblings, and then Mulan said, "I'll go check outside." Shang said, "Mulan." Mulan said, "Shang, guard the Emperor. I'll be fine with them." That's right. Indeed, that is true. We need not worry while you protect us. Harry! Donald says. Right. Then they hear. Then Mulan opens the door, and out comes just. And then she sees the storm rider flies up. Flies. It frightens her, but Sora places a hand on her and comforted. And then they all fight the storm rider. And it was a very intense fight, and Mulan finds a bunch of fireworks and looks at Mushu and said, "Oh no, you're not doing that to me again, Mushu. Get in, get in there." Fine. And Mushu uses the fireworks and fires away at the storm rider. But before he could, he, he takes off the fireworks and says, and Sora catches him and said, "Man." And then he says a fourth wall some joke saying, "Man, I really gotta work for DreamWorks. Maybe I can team up with this ogre." Because in the manga, he also broke the fourth wall.
Did he?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
Anyway, then the Storm Rider falls falls on Mulan, and Shang sees him and tries to save him, and he runs up to her just as the Heartless comes down. But before he can crash into him, the, the Heartless heart vanished, and Sora says, "Way to go!" Then Shang helps Mulan, and they smile at each other. Sora, Donald, Goofy, and Naruto smirks, and Kari and Sakura goes, "Aww," because they sigh at romances. That's gonna be a Redding gang. Every time I see a romance, I go, "Oh, that's so beautiful," or "That's so cute."
Yeah.
And they said, and they hear fireworks, and then the Emperor said, "Once again, you have served China well. It would please me to reward you. What is it that you request?" "Well, you said a guy in black came to see you. What did he say?" Sora asked. "That is all you request?" And Don and Goofy try to say something, but Sora says yes. And they hang their heads. Dragons have crossed our land and let the great web pass. These dragons wield much power, and all the source of many gifts to both man and nature. But it would seem that someone of evil intent to disturb one of those dragons and transform it into what you call a heartless. It is my belief that this young man came to warn me of that danger, so that I could alert and prepare my troops. Did you? I was about to, but he told me the situation has changed. He said three wise guys had arrived and they would take care of things. Sora and Kyrie looked at each other and hugged. Said, "That's gotta be Riku." "Why is he in an Organization 13 cult?" "No idea. But at least I know he's okay." "That's good enough." "Yeah, that's good." And Mulan asked Shang for Shang for a vacation, but the Emperor says, I must refuse. Captain Lee's responsibility is to protect the Emperor. And yet, Mulan, would you like to serve alongside him and protect me?" "What?" "Two we together are stronger than one. The choice is yours alone." Mulan smiles and bows. "Thank you, Your Excellency." Then, then Shang hugs her. So, Kyrie leans on Sakura. On Sora, while Sakura hugs Naruto from behind. Then Sakura turns Naruto's head away and kisses his lips.
Aw.
And for some reason, Donald says that reminds me of Daisy, me and Daisy, because it is kind of Naruto and Sakura are kind of like Donald and Daisy.
Yeah, kind of.
She's a Sunier, while he's a hot-headed idiot. Then they go to Beast's castle and they see him all dressed up. They remember Beast from Kairi and Sakura remember Beast, and they think he's a nice guy. After he helped Sora and Naruto save save the princesses and all that.
I can see Sakura and Kyrie like going starlight over Belle's gold dress,
Yeah.
wishing they had one.
Yeah, and then Belle says, "I know a good idea." Then she whispered to their ears and says, "Maybe oh, that's a good idea." Sky says, "We'll do it after your dance, okay?" Then they actually the the wardrobe says, "Come here," and then they give Soren, Naruto, and Don Goofy weights, and then I hear music sing, do 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 do, the famous Beauty and the Beast song,
Hmm.
and then Sakura came out in a beautiful in a pink dress while Kyrie's gown is red. Or should it be the other way around?
I think maybe switch it.
Yeah, Kyrie's gown is pink. It's
It's the
so
same style as Belle's.
yeah. It's it's gonna be similar style.
Okay.
Actually, Kyrie's gonna be similar to Ariel's pink gown.
Okay.
Well, Sakura's dress looks like Aurora's, and when
Okay.
and then and then when Naruto and Sora saw it, their jaw dropped. They thought she looked so beautiful. Then they asked him to dance. Then I hear Mrs. Potts sing the Beauty and the Beast song. Then then Nubia said, "It has been a welcoming night. A welcome indeed. The organization. You don't know when to quit. Yeah, I'll show you." The Beast growls, "Get out." And Belle says, "Not tonight." She was she was looking forward to that. Then Sullivan snaps away, dragging nobodies. "I come to take something you hold dear." Yes, let your anger grow. Zaldin disappears. "Beast, we gotta get rid of these guys first," says Sora.
Hmm.
They fought out of the Heartless, and then Kairi and Sakura took out their dresses and put it back on their regular clothes. Beast still has his suit. I don't know what. I don't know how he. I don't know how he switched back from his suit to his cape.
I don't know.
They see that Belle's all right, and then Goofy says, "Gus Zolden didn't take anything after all." The Beast realizes something and races out of the ballroom. "What's wrong?" Belle runs after him. "What's with them?" Sora asks. "Maybe Belle isn't very important thing." And Sora realizes, "You don't, Naruto. You don't think we better We'll find out." They reach the West Wing, and then the Beast's room, and then the Beast was pacing in anger. "Arrgh. Hey, what's with you? Calm down. Yeah, calm down. Calm down. You just had to have a party, didn't you? Don't you see what's happened? Hey, what's with you?" "The rose. He took my rose." "What? But surely you could find another rose." "Silence! You don't know anything." And Sora stands between them. "That's not fair, Beast. Don't take it out on Bill." And Naruto pulls Beast away and says, "Yeah, it's not like she stole it." Beast holds his forehead. "I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize." But the Beast looks away and says, "Belle, Sora, I want you to leave the castle." Hearing that broke Belle's heart. "Look at me. Look, this is who I am. When he first got here, I tried to change. But I was only fooling myself. I can't be any different. I'll always be a beast. So I should live like a beast, with no one, alone. Goodbye, Belle." "You can't mean that." The beast says nothing as, as he was looking all sad and depressed. Oh, I think his mind's made up. And Sora says, "Look, look, Belle, leave this to us. If we get the beast's boat Rose back, he'll calm down." She nods, then looks at the beast one more time, then leaves. Then she waves to Mrs. Potts, Lumiere, and them. Poor child. How could it come down to this? Cogsworth asked. And they were so looking forward to this evening. Now, no need to be sad. Once the rose is back safely, then all will be this will be over. What's so special about this one rose? They Sakura asked. Well, Sakura, they explained the beast's backstory. They they said there's a time limit. Over time, caring for that rose became a cherished part of the master's daily life, says Cogsworth. It's a, those all his hopes and dreams are tied to that single bloom. Poor beast, Sora said. Then we have to get it back. Please do. We don't have much time. We can't without the beast, though. If it's that important to him, he's got to do it himself. Naruto says, "Yeah, after all, I know what he's going through." He looks down at him, his chest. He's in his own way a beast. Then they help the beast. They encourage the beast to help out. Then then he asks, "Do you remember what it was like before Belle lived here?" And Beast says, "I know one thing." What? This castle belongs to me. Zaldin will never be welcome here. And they then after that they went down to the hall. Then they hear Zaldin say, "So, Beast, you came after all. You had me worried. I was afraid you'd given up for good." Beast growls in anger. What do you guys really want? Kingdom Hearts. Hearing that surprises Sora. And Kingdom Hearts is ours. We can exist fully and completely. Don and Goofy look at each other in confusion. So Beast. That's why we need your Heartless and your Nobody. Then they fight the Heartless and Nobodies. And then they see that Zolt floats from afar and floats down, I mean. And then he looks at them back through the front door and when they chase after him. And Goofy look up and see Belle was on the balcony. Huh? Belle, Belle see that there's trouble. But was about to head back then. She sees a rose. Hey, look! It's a rose. And Sakura says, "Oh, Belle, get off there! It's a..." The,
It's a trap!
too late as Zaldin captured Belle. Belle! Then he grabs Belle and jumps up from the balcony. Then he's then they then the beast opens the door, shove the door open as they chase the Belle and the beast. I mean Zaldin and Belle. He stops as they get in there. You get out of my castle now! With pleasure. But I'd rather travel light. What should I leave behind? Belle or the rose? Arrgh. Then Beast says I have no choice but to say Belle. He picked Belle, and then catch Zaldin off guard. Belle elbows him, which was my favorite scene in the game.
Yeah, it was a great scene.
Yeah, that's why she's my probably my favorite Disney princess.
Yeah, her and Jasmine are mine.
Yeah, good one, Bill. Which is why when we get to Agrabah, Jasmine will have a bigger role. Okay.
Okay.
Beast charges at Zaldin and swipes at him. Zaldin leaps backwards the other way. He throws up his hand and created spears,
I think they're
and then they
lances, actually.
lances. Sorry.
So I
Where's
can see her going like, "Oh, he's a wind user. Great."
the yeah. Where's the fun in this? He said.
Because yeah, Zaldin is probably one of the hardest fights in the game.
Yeah, he got in the he almost killed, and this is the point where Sora said, "Well, this is tough," and he faints, and Naruto goes, "Sora." What they don't know is that King Mickey arrived in time.
Oh, we're incorporating that into this.
What?
We're incorporating the Mickey save into this.
Yeah. And then it said, "You take care of Sora. I'll take care of the organization. After this, we may be separate again. But imagine, I'll ex- I'll explain later." Well, Mickey was fighting Zaldin. Kairi Sakura was healing Sora. Then Kairi, then Kairi, Kairi re- Kairi used the CPR, and it looks similar to the famous that CPR scene from Naruto's chapter 663.
Hmm.
It's gonna look similar to that. And I remember thinking, the Arasaga's gonna happen. It's gonna happen after that scene.
How foolish we were.
Yep. And Sora gasped. Oh, it's cool. So Sora, you're okay. And Kairi, and all of them hug Sora, and then he gets up and says, "Let's take care of Zaldin once and for all. Beast, let's do our limit." Then Sora and Beast did their limit together, and that defeated Zaldin. Then Zaldin disappears. Then then before he stabs Beast on the side like Gaston in the original movie.
Hmm.
And then I wanted to be part of the original movie. Then Bell was on Bell's comforting Beast and Bell says, "This is my fault," and he said, "Maybe it's better. It's better this. No one will talk like that. You're gonna be fine. And we're together now. You'll see. At least I got to see you one last time." He smiled. Then he, then his eyes closed and head falls down. And said, "No, no, don't go. I love you." Then the rose began. Then the final pelt, uh, and the and his servants looked down in sadness. Unlike in the original movie where just dis, they just turn into inanimate objects.
Oh, you mean the remake?
I mean the remake, yeah. Then a miracle happened. Ma- magic magic sparkles fly. And Sakura was the first to notice. Guys, look! And the beast came flying, and then his he starts changing, and then he looks over at himself, and then he turns around and Sora and Naruto smiled. And, Belle, it's me. And Belle, there's a flashback scene of Belle going to the West Wing, and then Belle saying, "It is you."
Yeah, she saw the picture he clawed.
Yeah. Lumiere. Then everyone starts to change. That was cursed. Lumiere. Codsworth. Mrs. Potts. Look at it. Then Chip came with the dog, and now he turned back to normal. And then he twirled. How old is Chip anyway? Is he like 5 or 6?
I actually have no idea.
Because because you know, and there's a lot of confusion in the Beauty and Beast timeline that they said
Yeah,
that.
the Beast's age really does not gel right with the whole story.
Yeah, but in the original, he said that he was cursed. He was the which will bloom until his 21st year. I think it means that he's going to be a beast for 21 years.
What, you think he was, what, 11 when he got cursed, and now he's, what,
No, I
31?
don't think he. I don't think he. I don't. I think he was the same age he was when he came back to normal. I just think he
Okay,
didn't
so
age.
you're thinking he was 21 when he turned into the Beast, but was stuck like as as a 21-year-old the whole time?
Yes.
That seems plausible.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I think it'll be
Because again,
illogical.
it really does not fit with the whole timeline if he's 11 when he gets cursed. Because he's a pretty old-looking 11-year-old.
Yeah. That's why I think he was. That's why he was a beast for 21 years rather than it wasn't his 21st birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, he thanks some his friends. And then usually they go to the next world. They go to pirates, and I'm gonna and they fight for. They see Jack say, Zola, subsistence. That's Sora, daughter the Goofy. I don't know. Will you leave the mate to perish? Aye, aye.
Yeah.
And I'll fight the pirates and say, those pirates were cursed. I thought we got rid of the Aztec gold. What gives? Well, some scallywag must have been greedy. Oh, I see. You don't trust me. Sorry, I'm that's my best Johnny Depp impression. Wise, that is wise. I am a pirate. I am
This
a
was
pirate.
Luffy, they trust him.
Shit, they hear Jack, Sora. It's Elizabeth. Then some sticky business, some sticky business is afoot. I fear. Then he starts to leave, but wait, Jack, I need your help. The cursed pirates has returned. Will had to find out why, so he went to Eli de Mer to check it out. I fear something's happened. You have to take me to him. Aye, there is. If you want to even rescue, best be to don't do it alone, lass. Alone? Sail on the island and take on the cursed pirates? Well, if any last would. Are you sure he's in trouble? Sora asked. No, not certain, but he's been gone too long. I had to know if he's alright. Sakura says, we'll help you. Yes, yes, but I shall reward you, Jack. You do owe Will. He did save your life before. Then he digs back to the jail cell. They all say, "Right, shall we?" Then, then they set sail for Ilha de Murta. Then the Goofy was was the watcher, and then he sees the boat. Intercept her off the starboard bow. It was Will. Will. And he puts a hand on his chest. Stop that, Jack. You got to rescue. And Sora and Naruto jumps. Will, we got. And then he says, "What happened? The medallions, the stone chest. Someone's taken them. I know. Next thing I knew, we were attacked, but I couldn't say it was. His face was shrouded in a black hood. The organization," Sora says. "We found a way out of the cave, but the villain Leto sent a horde of terrible creatures after us. I never seen their legs before. I think I'm the only one who made it back to this ship. Elizabeth, I feel rather." And she lies down. Then he lies down, and Sora says, "Our turn, guys." But Jack says, "Pardon me, lads, at last, lasses. But your captain will have no monsters for today. Thank ye. Returning for home." Just like that? Just like that. And Sakura said, "He's not a very brave pirate, is he?" I mean, he, he,
He's really not.
yeah, Sakura will say something. I wish we, I wish we met that pirate in my dream," says Naruto. And Sakura said, "Oh no, not the rubber man pirate you were talking about, where he wants to be king of the pirates. I mean, who'd be stupid enough to believe that, Naruto?" It's sources. And Naruto said, "Hey, it could happen." And the navigator, she was pretty hot. And Sakura growls and pounds it. Only I should be hot too. You got it?
I don't know. Nami and Robin.
Then he returns to then it's a, "Don't remember inviting you." Then a cloak, then a black coat appears. They do that a lot in that scene. They see, "Look at that," and then it happens. So it was the organization. We'll handle it. The organization, the figure holds a hand. "The darkness in men's hearts, drawn to these cursed medallions and this heartless, a veritable maelstrom of avarice. I wonder, are they worthy to serve Organization 13? And you want to answer now?" Jack asked as the Grim Reaper Heartless came. "Precisely."
Honestly, that's also a cool looking design for a boss, the Grim Reaper, Heartless.
Yeah, it was a tough, it was an easy boss there. Oh, then after the battle, they knocked into the waters. "How boy, not over yet," says Goofy. "Yeah." The, the man took off his hood, and then he smirks.
It's
So throw in
Luxord.
Luxord. I always call him Luxord. "Parlay," Luxord said. "Excuse
Excuse
me?"
me.
Parlay? It's a bit of pirate's code. It's a bit of a code. Anyone who invokes a parlay must not be harmed till negotiations are complete. This is no time for rules, Sora says. True, but as we're honorable pirates, we should always stick to the code. All right, you, out with it. I am Luke Sword, and I must surrender the pet chest with my humblest apologies. Rather accommodating of you, might, and for that you want just a few souvenirs for the memories, huh?" He throws out the medallions, and nobody's snatches them away. "Oh no! We can't stop the curse unless we get all the medallions." "Our friend's about to learn what it means to cross a pirate," says Jack. "Oh?" The Grim Reaper appears, and then Jack says, Naruto, Zora, Donald, Goofy, Sakura, Kairi, it's yours. But before that, it creates large wind that blows our heroes out of the interceptor.
You think it should just be Sora and Kyrie that good, blown away with Jack, Donald, and Goofy?
Yeah,
They give Kyrie and Sora some time together with that in a
yeah,
world. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Then Sora wakes up and then he glares at a at, at a
Jack.
Jack Sparrow who's now shown his skeleton that creeps Kyrie out. You stole a medallion again?
Were I only that fortunate?
Fortunate. So how come you're all skeleton?
Must be
Perhaps.
the attack what that monster gave us. It was a skin rester on you four.
Cause we're not greedy. Then they all look at Donald with suspicion. What are you looking at? That still
Yeah.
doesn't solve the mystery. Of course, maybe we're all okay because we're not from this world. There must be different laws. Yeah, we're always just passing through. Wonder when we'll see home again. Sora! Just kidding. Lucky we didn't get cursed, huh? Quit yammering, mates. We got to find ourselves a ship that'll float. And Kyrie and Sora looks from me, look up at the sky and says, "You think you can see our world up there?" And Sora, Kyrie says, "Yes, it's right there." And Sora asks, "How do you know?" My heart just told me. And look, and she puts up another card. Look, there's Hollow Bash, my home world. Well, Kyrie, I guess you're pretty intelligent, and you're getting stronger too. Kyrie says, "Thanks, Sora." Then she held his hand, and they have have their deep kiss.
I
I just love this couple.
do too.
I think they're my number one OTP.
Yeah.
Well, number one besides Narasaku, but we're getting off track. Then they see nobody with a medallion, and they defeat him. There's three
Just
more to
three to
go.
go. Three more to go. How
How
do
do
you
you
know
know?
that?
A pirate must have a keen eye, or else it won't be selling free for very long. Savvy. Then they see the black pearl. Ahoy, mate!
I can see Sakura doing the pirate talk.
Yeah, that's what Sakura's the one that just does it. And Jack says, "Ridiculous, ridiculous imitation, and yet I'm flattered."
Because I
And
can see Naruto on the ground laughing.
yeah, then they ask, "What's going on, Jack? This is horrible." Ah, who's to blame all of this? Well, it certainly isn't Elizabeth, says Will. But I don't get that scene. Then then he says then they said it's organization 13. They're the ones behind. Do you know where they went, Naruto? I said, no, we got knocked out. We got knocked out as soon as he left. When I woke up, Elizabeth woke us up. The hooded man took the pirates and his creatures with him to some strange hole. We saw them leave from inside the captain's stateroom. They did curve the fight you then, mate? I'm no fool. I knew it was no match for them. That I believe. Hypocrite.
Yeah.
Sora, Naruto, I think we need your help. Got it. First, we gotta find the medallions, or else curse can't be broken and creatures will remain invincible. Then they found all the medallions. Then they returned the ship. That's 4 medallions. We got them all. But where's the chest? If we find the hooded man, we'll find it. Probably in Port Royal. Why is that? Organization 13 is after people's hearts, so they're going whatever there's lots of people. They'll hurt the townsfolk? No, they're bringing them flowers, Jack said. I don't know who these organizers are, but I will say they make we pirates look like Popper Jacks. Well, Jack, then we have to help. And let go and haul the rod free. Then they went to town and see the chest being guarded by Grim Reaper and said, "Go, he's for me." Which is kind of surprisingly out of character, yet cool of Jack to do.
Yeah.
Then they said, "The curse, it's gone." As soon as they...
What's this?
Yeah. Oh, I understand. Jack must have been cursed by that monster. Not from taking the gold. Oh, I have no worries then, Jack said sarcastically. It's okay, Jack. We just have to defeat the monster, that's all. And then the monster knocks away the chest and has a frustrating boss. It was kind of frustrating. Especially getting the gold. It's still fun though.
The reaction commands were awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's gonna happen the same here. Then after defeat the Heartless, they said, "Sarah, bravo." Just who was that champ? He's part of an organization that's collecting hearts. We defeat those Heartless, then they get the hearts. We're never gonna stop them like this. What's the plan then? We gotta find our stronghold and finish them off once and for all. Selling these waters. I've heard a bunch of tales, but not one like this. Is there any way we can help? Sorta. But anything at all. There is. Then Jackson. We certainly don't need to like the hooded fellow in the Heartless about. They'll ruin the market for us. Free pirate. So that's why you went to Port Royal. And we thought you wanted to save everyone. A pirate looks for a profit to offer, Miss Swan. Too bad, Sora said. You had us going there thinking you'd turn over a new leaf. The question is, what's beyond the leaf, savvy? Oh, yes, a reward. And what would it be? That lovely blade of Sora's. Okay, sure, he hands it off. Oh, that was far too easy. What's the rub? He hands him the keyblade and wields it, and it comes back to Sora. There, you see. Meanwhile, in the future, Sora was like, "Wait, if someone touches the handle of a keyblade, they get a keyblade?" And Aqua says, "Yes." And Sora thinks back to that.
Got hers.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! Why, sir? I might have let a pirate touch the handle of my keyblade.
That's and how it should have ended Kingdom Hearts too.
Can you imagine what kind of havoc Jack would do with that?
I know. back to the story. He says, "Chance by land, I'll have a chance to take that blade, and if I succeed, I'll ask you to join my crew. That will be reward enough for me." Done, says Elizabeth, which gives Will turns around in shock. Maybe someday Jack will be able to use the Keyblade after all. Why's that? You and Sora are kind of alike, don't you think? Are not. which is they're kind of right. What do Sora and Jack have in common?
Yeah, I don't know.
Other than the fact that they're both idiots.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And anyway, after that, they go to Hercules' world. He's still feeling depressed. Then Hades says, Then Sora says, we all know you're a hero. That's right, Blunder Boy. How could you be blue about this day? The Underdome is back, and you're gonna fill in the stands. If you're not up to it. You can just, I don't know, lose. I bet you like that, Sora said. Hey, excuse me? Hey, I'm not a selfish guy. I stand for the masses, and I got a massive idea. The games, ladies and gentlemen, are back. Yours truly, Hades, the one and only Lord of the Dead, brings you the Ultimate Games to celebrate the reopening of Ultimate Coliseum. We finally answered the age-old question, who deserves the title Ultimate Hero? These games are going to finally settle the debate once and for all. For what? You guessed it, the Hades Cup! And I'll show you but that the great Hercules will be there. Otherwise, Herc looks at Meg. You'll never see your girlfriend again. Low life! Sora yelled. You're too kind, kid. Sora, just calm down. We'll take care of them later. Yeah. They entered the tournament and they dominated the Hades Cup. Then went through bad strike or spin strike. Then battle alert. And after that they see Orin and says, "Is that ours? Who's that?" asked Sakura. Just a friend of ours, Sora said. Hey, Orin! And he looks over and says, "And you are?" This Sakura has a feeling that, ha, Orin? I must defeat you and atone for my crimes, Orin said. Hey, what was that all about?
I got an idea with this one. Maybe
What?
for this one, while Sora and Naruto are in the tournament with her, maybe Sakura and Kyrie can go get the orange statue.
Yeah, with Donald and Goofy?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll happen.
so that way
I,
they can keep Hades focused on Sora and Naruto and Herc while they go get statue.
okay. After that, they find out about the statue. They tell they'll tell Herc, and then he said, then Sora, then Hades came. Tell me you're not leaving. We got a match coming up. Then Sora says, Herc, Naruto and I will fight Orin together. Oh, you will. We'll draw. Just hurry, Naruto, Sakura, you and Kyrie and Donald and Goofy head back and get the statue. But just hurry back. We know you can do it, says Sakura. Then he kissed her cheek for good luck. And then that causes her to blush. And Kyrie said, "Aww," because she's in the Kingdom Hearts universe. She's the number one Naruto Sakura shipper. Then the Hades agreed, but on the condition that Kyrie, Sakura, and Donald and Goofy fight them and fight the winner.
Like the
Hercules said,
winner.
yeah, and Hercules said that'll draw the crowd wild. It better. I promised the crowd the the event of their afterlife. Sucker, really.
I say what crap because there's nobody in the stands.
Yeah,
Hurry appeasing the ghosts of the underworld.
yeah, yeah. So they travel to the
Maybe
cave.
the ghosts of the two Muppet guys there.
Yeah, uh, the Muppet guys are in a cameo appearance. You know, this they make fun of this cameo.
Well, there's a short cameo of ours for no reason.
Yeah, maybe that's why we're dead.
I'm sorry, those guys are just too funny.
I know. Meanwhile, Kairi, Sakura, Donald, and Goofy grabbed the orange statue. What? What's going on? It is not too late. Let us hurt back. Yes, there must be another way. You must live. Or they hear Oren's flash. What's inside Oren's? Then Kyrie said, "I get it. This is what belongs in Oren's heart." Or she must have been a rough life.
I wonder if
Yeah,
they saw Jekt in there.
yeah, maybe. Let's give it back. Nobody's. Where do they come from? Kyrie asked. Then they all get more tired and worn out and say, "Hey, go away!" And then a flash of light appeared, and out came a ghostly figure of a red-haired woman. And Sakura says, "Who are you?" And then she feels familiar to her. And the woman took care of the Heartless with her with, grabs a keyblade and she took up care of the Heartless. And Sakura's like, "Whoa!" And her hair goes all, and we all know who
Goes
it
like
is.
her hair goes like the Nine Tails.
Yep. Of course, we all know who it is.
Yeah. Does he go? Does he go? You know.
Yeah. You know, you're perfect for Naruto. She almost said her son, but then she forget. Not yet. Can't let him. He has to know first. And Sakura look at her confused and then, "Go, he needs you." And Sakura's like, "Oh right." Then as she was fading away, and said, "Sakura, you are you are the only you are true love for Naruto. Please take care of him and give me some grandbabies when you grow up."
She didn't really wanted to be a grandma.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they finally reached the Coliseum, the arena, and they got back on the statue. And they said, "Prisoner, what happened to our mutual agreement? I could give you a clean slate, but you gotta work with me." Maybe you didn't hear me. This is my story, and you're not part of it. His hair guts all fired. And I could see Sakura say, "Oh, that's supposed to be scary? What's scary? That's it! This game is over. I played by the rules so far. Okay, I could pass. I was hoping Wonder Boy and the Key Brats would lose, but it was still a fair fight. Come on, is that really so wrong? Huh? Really a
Really? A
fair
fair fight?
laugh?
Laugh, laugh, laugh
Laugh
all
all
you
you
want.
want. Because the laughing is about to stop. Know why? Now we're going to play by my rules. He captures Meg. Did I have him capture Sakura and Kyrie as well?
Is he gonna toss him into that river?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Are Naruto and Sora gonna go in after them, or is it just Herc?
I was thinking about doing that famous scene in the movie when it's
But here they don't, all three would have to do it and be
yeah, but he's
glowing.
not really. They're not god. They're not gods. So or demigods. So they're no. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think they would have survived that.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do that. Wait, I'm waiting for the get go. You don't compete. You lose the girl. No, you push her Hayes out. Meg, hang on. Looks like one of the boys drop out of the standings. Then they all give Hayes a glare. Well, you still got us to deal with. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. And they couldn't defeat Hayes and say, "Ah, we can't win." How come? Because it's his underworld. Jeez, then how do we beat him? Then, before he's about to attack, Hurt came back. I think a true hero should be able to help. What? But you can't be alive. You have to be a god. Pain and panic said, "I want to thank you, Hades." I didn't hesitate to risk my life for Meg. And then I remembered a true hero is measured by the strength of his heart. I'll never forget that again. Just no more crazy stunts. People always do crazy things when they're in love. As
I
Sora
can see
said.
Naruto looking at Sora going, I mean, Sakura going, yeah, they do.
Yep. And then Sora thinks back to him stabbing his heart. It's like, yeah, you're right. And then squeeze Kari's hand. How dare you get a happy ending? How dare you? Then they all fight Hades, and then you won't stop a true hero. Sora used the orbs to knock off Hades' attack, and then that's when they get their advantage and defeat Hades. And then after that, Hades slips and says, "This is not over yet." Whoa, 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 whoa,
And I
whoa!
kind of like the Herc punch better in the movie.
Yeah, me too. We'll do that. And he said, "God, get away from me! Get off!" Yeah, he's not gonna be happy when he gets out. You mean if he gets out? If he's good.
This is Kratos. He'd have actually killed Hades.
Yeah, yeah, but but this is Disney. They wouldn't allow Hades to die. Plus, he's one of the best Disney villains
Yeah.
ever. He's top 5 for me. Of course,
And
Jafar's
he's
number
one that's
4.
actually funny and
Yeah,
menacing.
yeah, and I read not to get off. I'm gonna get off topic, but Jack Nicholson was gonna voice him, but I think he turned it down. So they asked James Woods, which was probably for the best. Although it would have been
I
cool.
mean, that'd be interesting to hear Nicholson as Hades.
Yeah,
I
they.
think you kind of lose some of the comedic moments with Woods. And
Yeah, but Nicholson.
Nicholson's always playing a crazy guy anyway, so
Yeah. Then they, then after that, Orin they said their goodbye to Orin, and he had that famous "thanks for meddling." Starting to shorten up, but we're running out of time.
can we at least do the scene at the end where Sora, Donald, Goofy, and the others have their pictures in the stars?
Yeah, this won't be the last word we'll use today. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll be done. Okay, then we'll continue part 3 and maybe some Birth by Sleep next week. Okay.
All right, you want to stop at Halloween Town?
Yeah.
So it's just Agrabah and then that.
What about? Do you want to skip Pride Lands? Because that was kind of pointless.
No, I kind of want to do that because Sakura and Kyrie are there. So
Yeah, that's true. We'll do that. We'll do Agrabah, and it's gonna be Abisma that's releases Jafar, and that's famous saying, "You shall have your your 3 wish." You know that thing where he said, "I wish for the treasure chunkin ship of quarter mare," when he tricks Abisma to using his 2 wishes. But we're shortening that, okay?
all right,
Because we don't have because that's a whole movie.
yeah,
Aladdin and Jet.
you just do what the level did.
Yeah, we could, but only with Abisma
Yeah,
and his assistant Harold, I believe his name, and he was voiced by James Avery or Uncle Phil.
really.
Yeah. After that, they find out Jafar was escaped from. He said Abisma. Abisma released the lamp. And Iago lied to them and said, Iago was being threatened to kill by hurt by Jafar.
Hmm.
But then after that, they go to that place. They said, "Oh," they say it's a sandstorm. And says, then Naruto said something like, "If only Gara was here." then I hear, then I hear the genies. He does this. He comes back doing the Superman thing. The John Williams theme.
Yeah. Oh, whoa,
2DC. how you, how you,
Slim Sandstorm's too easy.
yeah.
Give me a chance next time, AL.
Of course, if this was Robin Williams, he would probably do it in his famous Robin Williams shtick, improvise.
Yeah.
I was trying to be more creative, he like he becomes Moses and parts.
Parse it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh my God, it's Moses.
And your name, and since it's, I know this came before MCU was thought
I'm
of.
Thor. You're Thor. Well, it hurts.
Well, I'm gonna make him Chris. Well, actually, we'll get there in the Aladdin 3 when we get there. Okay. I mean,
All right.
for now, they go through all the desert stuff. Then they see Jafar, the the
At least that shadow of him.
or the shadow of him, the the watery shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Then they take care of it. And then they went inside that broken pillar and said, "The game's up, Jafar. Are you sure this is it, Iago?" Sak- I can see Sakura saying, "You know, this this was a trap, wasn't it?" Then she grabs him and says, "Tell us the truth." Okay. It wasn't my idea. It was Jafar. He made you bring. You don't know him like I do. He can be very convincing. He said if I had cooperate, he was gonna. Where is he? Come on, Al. You gotta forgive me. Where's Jafar? Well, I see. Right about now, he's probably attacking the palace. I had no choice. His eyes, they got all creepy and weird. Whatever. Iago, you're supposed to be our friend. We've been playing both sides just to make sure you see us. I knew you were still a bad guy. I'm sorry. Then they fly through the palace walls to the collapse. They fly out of the collapsed ruins. We're gonna skip all that trouble because I thought that was kind of pointless.
What, the escape?
Yeah, I think they could just fly out of there rather than going through all that shit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I said, nice. then Jasmine, they capture Jasmine, and then she grabs a bobby pin and she escapes. And then she says, all I had to do was grab the lamp. Of course, she tries to grab it, but then it was grabbed by Jafar and said, "You're very persistent, princess. Right about now, your precious Aladdin is weeping, saying your name with his last breath." Then I hear Aladdin and kicking him and said, "What was that you were saying, Jafar?" Then he felt someone kick his face, dropping Jasmine, and Carpet catches her. She said, "Thanks, Carpet." You dare defy me, you useless bird! And he's about to use a staff at Aladdin. Then he aims at Aladdin, but Iago sacrifices himself. Iago, y'all be joined. It's gonna be similar to the movie. That's gonna be similar to the movie. Okay, this battle. They try to get the
Okay.
lamp, and then Sora says, "You think if we destroy the lamp, we destroy Jafar?" And actually, Naruto would be the one to say it and says, "Naruto, did you get hit in the head? Did you say something smart for once?" She quipped. It's, and Naruto's like, "Give me a break, Sakura. I could have my own. I can, I have my moments." And he does in this universe. Sort. Well, they try to get the lamp. Sora fights Jafar. And then after the after the battle, they they beat Abisma and his assistant Heron, and they Genie turned into tornado and it flew away. And I'll get you this for this, Aladdin. And then he gets all the, this is all your fault. My fault. If you guarded the lamp, none of this would have happened. Yeah, well, you should have warned me. Um, sorry, I just had to do a Jason Alexander, and uh, he's acting like George Costanza, which he basically was. Abisman was George Costanza. Then, then Iago was near the lamp, and then he slightly pushed the lamp into the wall. No! And had that infamous scene where Jafar turns the skeleton, which got censored later. I think. Then he disappeared. Then he finally dies, and he makes it to the underworld. And so you got Jafar sees him and said, "So you got beat by that brat, huh?" I said, "Yeah, pretty much." It's based off that one episode of Hercules with Jafar.
Really?
You didn't know that? You didn't? Have you seen that episode? That
I
show?
didn't really watch the Hercules animated series.
Me neither, but I knew that about that episode where he had crossed over with Aladdin.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Of course, Genie didn't appear in it. That, then, speaking of which, he comes back and you went Mono Jafar. You went Ali Frazier. Says it's Robin Williams. He's gonna make a pop culture reference. You went Rocky Apollo with the Jafar, and you didn't invite me out. Or would it be? It'd be more like, or is it Rocky Drago?
Drago, probably.
Sorry, Genie. Keeps having some new moves too. Then he says, then he says, but Genie, we still need your help. Who's gonna fix the Agrabah? Oh yeah, one super Agrabah coming right out. You won't even recognize when I'm done. Just like it was, please. Really? Same old, same old. Okay. Then he turns into construction workers. All right, boys, time to fix up this place. And then he says, "Oh, by the way, here's the bill. Next time, give us a challenge." Then Iago wakes up. And he says, "Hey, you behave yourself, got it?" "Yeah, I got it. I'm reformed. I'm going to be a good friend like Genie, but I can't do anything to help you." "What kind of friend is that?" "Oh, it's not like that," Iago, Naruto says. "Friends, as long as friends have fun together, that's all that matters. So what do you guys do for fun?" asks Glad. "We do this!" They get in this silly face. I can see Naruto doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And Sakura says, "That's not what he meant." And, and then Aladdin says, Jasmine, I've been wanting to do this for a while." And Sakura said, "Oh my gosh, is he doing what I think he's doing?" And Jasmine holds her hand and Jasmine, will you marry me? Jasmine said, yes! And Kari and Sakura squealed like fangirls. Oh, that'd be out of character for them, wouldn't it?
Not really.
Yeah. After that, the Aladdin and Jasmine kiss and says, that's gonna be me and you, Naruto. That's gonna be me and you, Naruto, when we ask Sakura and Kairi to marry us. Next is Halloween Town. They find Jack with the presents, and they suspect that he might have stolen them.
You just happened to find them?
Of course, Naruto's gonna be the one asking that. Well, so, Sakura. All right, then we'll go. Oh, then he sees Sakura in her in her Halloween Town outfit, and he has a nosebleed.
Guessing she's a witch
Yep.
or a werefox like him.
Uh, how about a witch, a werefox in a witch costume?
Okay.
Only she's pink, and
Yeah.
Kyrie is a vampire.
Well, like I feel like I'm more like a goth like one of those like goth vampires or punk
Yes,
vampires.
and said, "Wow, you're a vampire." Then Source said, "You're not like that one book your selfie had that. Hey, I told you, Sora, do not mention that book again. I was so traumatized by reading. Yeah, you were the only girl that doesn't like that story. Because I could see Kyrie being the only girl in Disney Islands to hate Twilight."
Yeah.
And Sakura asks, it can't be worse than me fawning over Sasuke." And Sakura said, "Actually, it is better than that, but not, but barely. Twilight is barely a better love story than Sasusaku." Hmm. Anyway, back to what's Christmas? Did he say wait? Did he say Santa Claus? Kyrie asked. "Oh, yeah, we do Santa. Santa's real." And Kyrie says, "Yeah, right." "Oh no, really, he's real. We'll prove it to you." And when Kyrie says, the Kyrie Sakura says, well, and she says, "I met. I'm friends with a duck and a dog. I met a drag. I met a fire breathing dragon. I went to hell, and yet this is the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life. Not the hell, the underworld, and yet this is the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen in my life," says Sakura. Hmm. "Hey Sam, what do you want?" Then Santa says, "You've been needing these, right? But of course, but these are just a few of the Christmas presents that were stolen." "Stolen? Oh, Sandy, you don't think it was me? Still wearing the outfit, I see. I just dressed for the occasion. But if you don't believe me, then we'll just have to find out who really did it." "Hmm, very well, I'll leave it to you. All right then. Sora, Donald, Goofy, Naruto, Kairi, Sakura, we're off." Then they all put their head down. Then they hear a noise, and it was Lock, Shock, and Barrel. No! This one? No! Boring. Hey! So you three took them. Took what? You stole the presents, didn't you? It wasn't us. But it really sounds like fun. Run for it! They all scream. They all get in a fight. Sakura says, "I ought to teach you brats some manners." I can I could see them confronting the three kids and say, "Where have you hid the present?" He said, "We told you we didn't have them." Then why are you here? We just looking for the we're just looking for the experiment. Experiment? Dr. Finkelstein's experiment. He's billing us. We get the boss around. It's true the doctor has been working hard something on something lately. Besides, Christmas presents are boring. Nothing scary or gross. So what fun are they? And Sakura says, "You three are weird." Let's go back to Halloween Town. They ignored her. After all that, they told Santa. Then Sally came that the Heartless are came to Halloween Town. That's our cue. Back to Halloween Town. Yeah. But before I forgot, you know what was Sakura's Christmas outfit?
What
An
is
elf.
it?
An elf.
An elf?
Yeah, she looked like.
The tire be a reindeer?
Actually, Goofy was the reindeer, right? She's business. Kyrie is
Okay.
business. Kyrie's Mrs. Claus.
Okay. And Sakura is what elf?
I'm thinking about making her look like Zoe Deschanel from Elf.
Okay. With the pink
Yeah.
outfit?
Yeah. Which, speaking of Christmas, I'm gonna do a Kingdom Hearts Naruto Christmas podcast soon when it's Christmas time.
Cool.
Back to the story. They beat all the Heartless. Then they hear Dr. Finkelstein saying, "Oh, help! Oh, someone help me!" He tells a story about how he was complaining about the parts. But then he turns around and he got attacked by the. We didn't see who attacked him though. And then he said, "The next thing I woke up, my experiment was gone. Don't worry, Doctor. We know who took it. Whoa, the Heartless. What? Those wretched things? Preposterous. Nothing like the Heartless. Nothing like the Heartless, huh? And who could it be?" And Jack thought about it and said, "Say, I got an idea. We could, we could trap the bait. We can bait the thief with presents. So, that's the same one that also caught my experiment." Says, "How do you know?" Jack said, "Just a hunch." Then they asked Santa's permission to use bait. At first he was against. He didn't like the idea, but then he said it was for a good cause. Uh, and then they all did that thing, that machine to make presents.
Mm-hmm.
Then after they made 100 decoy presents, Donald said, "All done." "Not quite. There's more. Don't worry. I'll take care of the rest." Then Santa asked, "Did you finish making presents?" "Yep, just waiting for Jack." "So where do you think we ought to leave him?" And Santa said, "Oh, I know a good spot. Whenever you're ready, just say the word. I'm back." Then after that, Santa asked,
And on that note, we'll be leaving.
"Yeah." After
What are
that,
you doing?
he was asking, "I would be honored to." Yeah. Then Sora pats him on the back or shoulder. Then they get inside the present, and Sakura says, "Naruto, move! You're on my chest." "Sorry." "And you better not." Sakura, there are children watching. That's a fourth wall joke. Patience, friends. How do we have to beat bait? Good plan, eh? Then they hear noise taking the present. Then they open the gifts and they've, huh? Then Jack saw that experiment before and said, Dr. Finkelstein's experiment did it. Then they defeat the experiment and said, we did it. The mystery is solved. Then they hear Santa riding his sleigh. He said, did you catch the thief? Naturally. It was made by Dr. Finkelstein. So the doctors created a living experiment. I see. He is always tinkering things. Well, Jack, I can't thank you enough. I can let you know what it's like to deliver Santa Claus. Yeah. Then he flies up the reindeer and makes his way to deliver presents. Yes, all that puppet wanted was a heart. Then, then they tell the doctor says, interesting. So the puppet wasn't stolen after all. It ran its way on its own. In other words, my experiment was an overwhelming success. Santa thinks it left because it was trying to find a heart, said Sora. Maybe, the doctor said as he turned around. Unlike my Sally, he wasn't equipped with a heart. Hmm. But if but if he wanted a heart, why was it going around stealing all those Christmas presents? Maybe presents was giving maybe his present's a way to give your heart to someone else. And Sora says, when you put it that way, I feel sort of bad for it. Then they hear Jack come down. Then Snow. Then they see Snow. And then it said, "What a nice present," she said. "I don't understand. There's no ribbon, no tie for so long." Jack, it's not about the box or the ribbons. It's about what's inside the box, says Sora. And Naruto says, the Naruto will be the one that says, "No, Sora. What really counts, what really special is the act of giving the gift." And Sakura says, "Wow, Naruto, that was very smart of you." And then Jack says, "Wait, I feel so strange, so very happy." Jack, that must be Sally's poison. Really? This wonderful feeling? Oh, Sally, you have given me the nicest present in the world, and I have nothing to give you in return. What would you like? Just name it. Just absolutely anything. The nicest present I could ever ask for, Jack, is just to be with you. And Kari and Sakura go, "Aw." Don Goofy close their eyes while Naruto and Sora smirk. You don't need to ask for that. Then he, then she, then he holds her and takes dances with her. It
Do we still get like a Sora Kyrie Narasaka moment here, like in the game?
yes, yes. In fact, Sora they said maybe I never gave you real presents after all. What? Sorry, Kyrie, but I can, all those gifts. There's nothing compared to Sora. I don't care what you give me. All I care about was wanting to be with you. Yeah, same goes for you, Naruto. It doesn't matter what you give me, as long as I have you. Nothing else matters in the world right now. They hear Don, and then Donald points at the mistletoe, and they look up. They all look. Well, we can't break tradition. then then the two couples kiss. As we're gonna end here for right now.
All right,
That was pretty fun.
it was.
Next week is gonna be Pride Lands, then Tron World, then the final battle.
All right,
Then, and if we have time, a little some Birth by Sleep.
all right.
In a couple weeks, we'll do as soon as we get all spoilery free on Spider-Man 2. We're gonna do Spider-Man, Naruto, Sakura, and Spider-Man 2. Okay?
All right. All right.
And
So that part 3 is next week, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see ya. Take care.
You too.